to have a wireless internet connection all over the world by satellite transmission. It's something that is almost within our reach right now. However, 60 years ago we didn't even know what internet was, or even how to really get into space. Yet here we are, in the 2020s, and we're sending thousands of satellites into orbit to provide us with this global wireless transmission. Almost everyone in the world uses the internet on a daily basis, so being the first to capture this market on a global scale would be an enormous move for SpaceX. Project Starlink is a globe encircling of internet beaming satellites that will provide you with internet no matter where you are. The aim is to launch a total of 42,000 satellites in order to provide this global coverage. As of the making of this video, 1,300 have already found their place in orbit. The plan is to provide coverage to Seattle, Washington first, and expand from there. And while this is amazing news for Reddit lurkers, TikTokers or YouTubers, a big sacrifice must be made. In order to provide lower latency required for businesses or gamers, the satellites are placed between 300 and 600 kilometers from the Earth's surface, in low orbit, constantly moving to provide optimal coverage. If anything were to ever happen to any of the satellites in which they get destroyed, or even worse, a chain reaction causing many of them to fall offline, it will create a lot of debris very close to our planet. Especially as SpaceX may not be the only one to occupy this orbit in the near future. As SpaceX is a commercial company, competitors will undoubtedly challenge Starlink's monopoly. If anything in the close orbit goes wrong, a lot of debris will make future space missions very difficult due to the need to avoid it, making it so we may not be able to leave our own planet for a few decades due to the danger of a kinetic kill from satellite debris. Additionally, these satellites are also quite bright. So bright they appear as small stars in the night sky. And while it can fill up the heavens with even more shiny lights on a nice summer day, it creates more clutter for astronomers to filter out when they're looking for new discoveries or harmful asteroids making their way to Earth. So while there are many reasons to be excited for Starlink, whether it's due to everyone receiving high-speed internet, or because the funds SpaceX will get from selling the internet to everyone on Earth who wishes it, will allow it to fund future Mars missions, potentially speeding up our roadmap for colonization. It is important to remember that the entire ordeal is not without risk. However, it is because these odds right now are quite small that I for one will be looking towards the future with an optimistic view, but would argue that a tight regulation on lower orbit is paramount in ensuring that we do not become prisoners of our own planet in the near future.